Hi collective, this is Miraclexistetarot channel and I'm back with a blackout message, okay? This is a blackout message about a high priestess, a divine feminine or divine masculine. But it's a very strong feminine energy. It can be a divine masculine also. I have the impression that you were in a relationship, a long-term relationship or marriage with somebody. This is a karmic person, a really evil spirit. And what they did is, with your light, you went into this marriage, stayed with this person in spite of the darkness of this person. And this person practically stole a part of your light and lived with it. Went out in a society, built a career with it, built another love life with lovers. And always came back to you in the house, in your family. You might even meet children with this person to top up their shine, okay? One day you said it's enough, you can't take it anymore. And you came out of this relationship, this marriage, and this person took some part of your light, okay? Now this light is starts disappearing. And people start seeing who they are. But they keep on telling lies about you to everybody, because they want to support that it's you whose the light is coming from, not you. So they projecting their negative nature, negative energy on you, that the community and people, your family, people who know you would see you exactly like they are. This is a pervert narcissistic or a covert narcissistic. It doesn't matter, any type of narcissistic. Who is maybe on the level of sociopath or psychopath, because this person does not respect your intimacy, does not respect your human rights. For this person, he can sell your ID, he can put secret cameras in your house or pay someone to do it. He can, he thinks he owns you. So he wants to ruin you, make you to be on the street. He refused the divorce. He delays the divorce as long as possible, so you could be fucked up. So, because they waiting that you come back and begging, so he would take you back. And unfortunately for them, it will never, ever will happen, because you got awakened and now Source God is on your side. Actually, some of you is an earth angel or star seed. God was on your side since your birth. And these shitty karmic people come into your life to teach a lesson. And when you learn the lesson, you have to move on. You should not stop and tie your life with a man or a woman like that for so long or for the rest of your life, because you will stuck into a karmic cycle. And I'm telling you, these people has no integrity. I don't care what image they show the society. In reality, they have zero integrity. If a man is capable to lie about your shit like that, if a man capable to give out sensitive information about you, if a man capable to manipulate and lie and make you lose your children, that man is not a man, but a weak, coward, pervert narcissistic, who is a sociopath or a psychopath, okay? So this type of man and woman come into your life to fuck you up until you learn your lesson, you learn to put boundaries up high, and you learn to recognize the red flags, okay? Unfortunately, this type of karmic people thrive on empathic people. I know what I'm talking because I've been through the same shit like you. I'm a highly empathic person, and I got caught up in a shit marriage like that, okay? So I know what I'm talking about. I can feel your energy and I can understand you. You need to understand also that even this person might won't talk to you, but in the background keep on ruining you, ruining your reputation, paying shitty asshole criminals coming into your life, or destroying you. And this, you need to understand, pervert narcissistic will never ever abandon ruining you, okay? Especially when you decide to come out from their control, okay? They think they have a right to control your life. They think you belong to them, and they dare to call that fucking love. That has nothing to do with love. This is a fucking control freak narcissistic and wants nothing else but horror and bad things to happen to you. And some of you, this person even wants to make money off you and kill you, because your death can bring money to them. Do you understand? And they have no problem corrupting the police. They have no problem corrupting the justice system. Even your own lawyer may be paid by him. There are many crimes he does not care, because this type of people think they will never go down with their crime. They justify their crime with every kind of lies they made up in their mind, and they are delusional because they believe these lies, and they won't believe that you have a right to be free, you have a right to breathe, you have a right to have a normal life. They have to punish. How dare you not let them to control and ruin your life anymore? Do you understand? That's how they think. And you can't be friends with them. You can't let shits like that back into your life. You just can't. You can forgive them. You can release them. You do your, well, if you do cord cutting, you need to destroy the roots also, because the cord cutting alone does not work. But you need to destroy the roots of the cords, the toxic cords that this person established with you during the years, okay? But what you need to understand, that this karmic person will continue projecting their shitty asshole nature on you and present you to the community, to the public, as they are, that you are like them. Do you understand? So they will create, and they pay, especially if they have money, they will do everything to paint a picture of you, who you are, that is exactly correspond to their energy, not yours. And if you're dealing with an occult shit, they might will do energy swap and sucking your divine energy away to cover their ugliness, spiritual ugliness, so they could show to the community, the public, that they are the nice one, you are the ugly, shitty one. Okay? So you need to understand, when you are awakened, you have to come out of this spiritually. If not, until your manifestation can't come to on the free day. You have to deal with these negative energies that continuously coming from this man and return to them. And it can be a group of people, because these are the husbands who are capable to find every pervert narcissistic person in your relationships, your family, and turn them against you. And you need to understand, when it comes to money, every pervert narcissistic gets together because pervert narcissistic people or narcissistic people are interested in money, okay? These are usually criminals, and they will do everything to ruin you, okay? They will project their shitty asshole energies on you, because why not? You are the M.E.T, you are the divine, you are the chosen one, so you are the being for their fucking shitty energy. And until you refuse being their fucking being, they will continue doing it. So what you need to do is really learn about the sandbag rituals. Also, learn to transmute these negative energies. But I'm telling you, most of the time when you send back these energies to the sender, that you have totally right to do, and it's spiritually ethic, 100%, you won't receive any karma for this. This energy will teach these bitches who they really are. They are not fucking divine. They were never ever divine. They stole your divine light. And without you, they are nothing, practically, spiritually, morally. And the world will see after a while, when they will starve out of your energy, that they have zero, but absolutely zero integrity. Okay? And all those friends, all those family members who were thriving and enjoying your trauma when you were in a trauma, but they didn't help you, but they helped you to fuck up more your life when you had trauma, instead of standing on your side and helping you to get out of the trauma, they pushed you deeper. Those people will receive lots of karma. And you, God and source loves you, because even when you had trauma, you show love to these people, you help these people, and they turn against you and lie about you and manipulate against you, and they continue doing again and again and again, and they are in a level that is already a crime. It's already a crime. And when people don't know you, but they have this image that people set up already in their mind, that you are a bad person, you are a dark person who wants to harm everybody, when especially the police think like that about you without any proofs, and the police works together with the community to fuck you up, that is a serious crime. That is a fucking serious crime. And that is much more than gang stalking, much more than targeting. And when people do that with a divine person who is a chosen one and God is on their side, well, they should not be surprised if this community will hit by karma. And it's not divine feminine who's doing the black magic on them. Oh no, honey, she does not need to, because you, with your crimes, that is even on free day considered crimes, you calling down bad karma on your life, and you 100% deserve it. You 100% deserve it. Show now how you can go through the dark night of the soul. Show now how you can do what divine feminine and divine masculine already did. But these people won't stop. They will say, oh no, this is divine feminine and divine masculine who pushed me through this. It's their fault. They are criminals. They have to go to the jail. They have to go to prison. They have to do... These are totally narcissistic, God complex people. They think they have a right to judge you when you never ever hurt anybody, and you just give love to these people. So I'm telling you, spirit won't bless you until you stand up on your feet, you learn to protect yourself, you learn to separate yourself these fucking shit energies, and you learn how to protect your own spiritual energy, your chi, so these shit asshole people can never ever profit from it. And that's why I'm telling people now, that's why I put up on Patreon teachings about sexuality, sacral chakra, and taboo questions like blood, or blood sacrifices that people do to ruin you, because you need to understand that they're doing this in the background, and if you don't have a knowledge about it, they will come into your life and take your energy that way. Do you understand? So if I'm talking about sex magic or energy harvesting, I'm talking about it because they will send in fucking bitches to energy harvest you, that energy that is yours, to energy harvest your manifestation that is yours, not theirs. And I give you a solution when you let that happen. It's happened to everybody. It's happened to me also. How you can get back what they stole from you, or curse that energy that you can't get back anymore, so nobody can profit from it, just you. And you have a right to that. You have a right to do that. Jesus did it in the Bible. Jesus did it in the Bible. And if you married someone, you spend more than 10 years with that person, more than 5 years or 2 years, you give your energy to that person. You give your time, you give your love. And yes, you have a right for what you get from the divorce. This is not illegal, spiritually or on a free day. That person used you as a slave in that house, use you as a slave to take care of his kids, that is yours also, and you did with love, I know. But honey, you built that fortune with him. You were there helping him. But that's not what he says to the community, but give a shit about it. You have a right. And he knows you have a right. Because if that time that you give him, you stay in another country or you stay in your country and you build your career, you would have much more financial gratification than staying with this shit more than 10 years. But people don't see that because he's already washed the brain of people against you, that you are a shitty asshole person, all kind of lies, that you are a prostitute, that you are a criminal, all kind of shit that actually he was describing himself. You need to understand that you have to get rid of this past, this person, spiritually. Because these talks, these things still have effect on you because you let them to have effect. You have to build a very strong spiritual shield that will reflect back straight away all these negative energies that he or these people is sending on you. And that shield can be destroyed by these people. You have to go against these dark forces. If not, they will destroy not just your life, but your soul. And your soul is a serious business because it will affect your next lives. Do you understand? So that's why you have to reinforce the shield and make sure that your protection system is unfailable. That these shitty asshole people can't get you again. Do you understand? If they stalk you, let them stalk. Make sure that you do take the legal step against these people and their lies and their manipulations. And ask your ancestors, these people asking Michael Archangels and Metatron, and Metatron is laughing on them. Metatron is laughing on them because these are sinful criminals. These are karmic people, and they don't asking right, Metatron and Michael. They think they are demons, so they talk to them like if they were demons. And actually, Michael and Metatron will destroy these people. Do you understand? And they are idiots because they steal some angelic magic book from the High Priestess, and they think they can manipulate Metatron and Michael. They are fucking delusional. They are fucking delusional. They will see your fucking intentions, who you are, and what are you asking for. And certainly, they won't attack a divine feminine and divine masculine they're working with. Do you understand? So, I'm telling you guys, you do not need to be afraid from dark magic, dark spiritual people, because they lose their power in a moment when God, universe, and source is on your side and not theirs. Do you understand? You need to learn how universe works, how God and source works, and turn that on your advantage against these people. Okay? Because these people are really manipulative, narcissistic, and God complexed. They think they have a right to destroy you. They think they have a right to control your life. They think they have a right to isolate you. They isolate you, they destroy your finances during the dark night of the soul, and after they tell people that you are a sex worker. So how the fuck, when they gang stalking you and they isolate you, you can't even fucking fart in your house that they don't know about it, and they tell people you are a sex worker. Well, okay. This is really, really interesting. Okay, these people are really mentally sick, and you have to separate yourself from these people mentally, spiritually, physically, legally, so you could build up a sane, healthy life without them. Because with them, it's impossible. These are not healthy people. These are not healthy people mentally. Do you understand? When somebody is committing crimes and they justify it with their rage and with their hate, with their racism, excuse me, that there is a serious problem. There is a serious problem. And it's really sad that the justice system or specialists like a psychiatrist can't see it, because this person is so skilled that they can even manipulate them. That is really, really sad. For example, today, when you study psychology and you become a psychologist or a psychiatrist, you specialize on something. So when you are pediatric psychiatrist, you just can't give an expert opinion about an adult who you saw twice, okay, in 5 or 6 years. And you didn't even treated that person, but her or his child, for example. So when there is a country where the justice system build up on a expert opinion of psychiatrists or experts like that, who are not even specialized, for example, people like that gives opinion about a pervert narcissistic that they are not pervert narcissistic. I'm sorry, a pervert narcissistic can manipulate a psychiatrist very easily, except if that psychiatrist is specialized on pervert narcissists. Do you understand what I'm saying? A psychiatrist who never ever dealt with pervert narcissistic people, a psychiatrist who are not specialized on pervert narcissistic people, very easily can be manipulated by a pervert narcissistic. So when your pervert narcissistic ex goes to the same psychiatrist than you, or the judge as the same psychiatrist to examine both of you, your pervert narcissistic ex can perfectly manipulate the psychiatrist against you, because they master brainwashing on a level that they put things in people's mind. So when they talk to you, they pick up on certain phrases you say, and they say, no, it's you who is the pervert narcissistic. This is the highest trickery. This is the highest betrayer than your partner, ex-partner, friends, or family member can do against you. They know it, but they do it because they enjoy it. Do you understand their evilness? You have to understand this to be able to detach yourself 100% of these shitty people. And I'm telling you, if the judge assign a psychiatrist to examine you, you have to record the conversation. Because if there is a corruption, other psychiatrist has to listen that conversation and justify why that psychiatrist who was corrupted give you the wrong evaluation. Do you understand? Do not dare to talk to a psychiatrist or a psychologist without registering it. And you have the right to do it. I give a shit what they say. You have the right to do it. This is your human right to protect yourself from corruptions and shits like that. Do you understand? Just like you have a right to register the police who sexually harass you. Just because your ex-husband lied about you, just because some idiot narcissistic French man lied about you to the police. You have to protect yourself from these people. You have to be clever. Because most of the time, we are alone. And we have to stand all the shit these people put on us. And get out of the trauma. Because that's what they want. They want to choke you in the trauma. And that's what they love. That's what they love. When you're choking in a trauma, they don't come in to help you. Oh no. They come in as a hero to push you more in the trauma. And after they go out of your house, they go to their friends, laugh on you, and they even do a party celebrating how they fucked you up. And they think they are divine. They think they are good people. I'm talking about this because you need to realize how evil these people are and how much you really need to separate yourself from these people. Because you can't take these people in your future with you. Do you understand? Spirit won't let you step into your blessing and your future until you leave these shits behind. Because I can't qualify this any other way. I'm sorry. You have to leave every narcissistic, toxic assholes like that behind. I don't care if it's your brother, your sister, your mother, your father, your friends, or your husband. I don't care. If they fucking toxic, ruining your life, ruining your reputation like that, because you try to speak up about an abuse he was doing for more than 10 years, there is no abuser who will tolerate that. You were under their control for many years. You dare to come out, you will be the nasty piece of shit. How dare you not to tolerate their abuse anymore? But at first, usually the problem is that this victim tolerating the abuse so long that they get practically sick. They get physically damaged. And then when they are sick and physically damaged, they can't do things. The slightly things that you are not capable to do anymore, they will bring it up like an error. So my question is that when a husband is filming you, while you're struggling with something, why he doesn't put that fucking camera down and come and help you? It's because he is narcissistic. And he enjoys to provocate you, and that he does not film it when he provocates you, just when you get pissed off. Do you understand? And that he films it. Of course. He needs to justify somehow his shitty nature, isn't it? So be careful with this. You can't stay calm. You can't heal. You can't become 100% divine on a side of a shitty person like that. Do you understand? You can't. You can't. It's impossible. You have to move out of that house. You have to move out, or they have to move out. If you have a chance and a judge can see this, what's going on, maybe the judge will tell them to move out. But if not, you have to find a way to get out, okay? Find associations who can help you to find a shelter. I know I've been in a shelter for many months with my kids, but yeah, nobody knows that because he doesn't say that it's happened. No, he says he walked away. No, it's me who walked away with the kids because we couldn't tolerate it anymore, all the abuse that was going on. Anyway, and you have to do the same, and it won't be easy, and the path what you will take will be really fucking tough, because I'm telling you, this narcissistic shit will turn all your friends around against you, all your family against you, all your colleagues against you at your workplace. They will turn the school against you. They will turn the community against you, your neighbors against you, everybody. Everybody will fucking hate you. But I'm telling you, give a shit about it. Move on with your life and create a spiritual shield with the force of God and source and universe that they can't penetrate anymore. Whatever they do, whatever they say, that shield can't be penetrated. And under that shield, you get healed, you get loved by source, and God, that love will heal you and restore your soul. And after, you will learn little by little to call back your soul, because usually friends, relatives, husbands, wives who are narcissistic and toxic take some part of your soul. And you have to call that back when you finish your healing process, because they don't have right to keep it. I don't care what kind of occult rituals they do. They do not have right to keep a part of your soul and your energy, because it's not theirs, it's yours. And when you call it back, they will become empty. They will start craving you. They will start, oh, I wish I could be with her. I wish I could talk to her. It's like when you take the drug away from a drug addict. It's exactly the same with a narcissistic person. You take the empath energy, the divine person energy away from them. They will have a tantrum. They will do all kind of shits just to get it back. Especially if they try to replace that person and they can't find the same energy they're looking for and they're craving for. An healthy adult can take a rejection normally. They might go home, they might cry, they might have a few days, a few months even that is difficult, but they won't hurt the other person's reputation. They won't manipulate and ruin children just to cause pain to the other person. They won't do every kind of crime to get that person back, because they say, if I can't have you, no one else can have. This is highly narcissistic and toxic behavior, and you need to see the red flags. This is not love when somebody says, if I can't have you, nobody else can have you. That is a fucking red flag. That is a fucking red flag of a narcissist who can even kill you one day. Do you understand? That is not love. Some of you had a difficult childhood and you grew up in a toxic family and you have a totally false concept about love. You think toxic love is real love. It isn't. Honey, when somebody wants you to chase them, I'm talking about here women. Women should never chase a man. When a man expects you to do it, that man is a fucking narcissistic. And you rather run away from that man than run towards. When a man expects you to fight with other side dishes he had on your side, it's not a question of love that he loves you, honey. How can he love you? If he wants you to... Now, I'm telling you, there is difference between fight and fight. When you have a man who loves you and you love him and he gets sick and you fight with him for the healing, that is a healthy fight. When you have financial difficulties because he loses his job, he loses lots of things and you have nothing, you fight together to get back on your feet financially, that is a healthy fight. But when a fucking man wants you to fight with the side dishes over him, that is a red flag. That is a fucking toxic love. Why are you fighting for a man like that when a man like that has no value? Are you fighting for the man? Or are you fighting for his money he can buy for you? Because now, today, many women, well, unfortunately this is the situation, experience shitty asshole men who financially take advantage of them, and after when they finally find a man who's financially well off, well, they fight for that man because it's so rare. So I understand that, but honey, you need to understand also that you can create financial stability yourself, especially if you are in a country like US or England or Germany. Well, in France, if you are French, yes, you can. If not, it's very complicated. But certain countries, yes, the women and foreigners are defavorized. So it's really difficult to create financial stability when you are not from that country, like France is like that. So it's really difficult. But there are countries you can do it, especially if you were born there. And it's not impossible. I didn't say it's impossible. What you need to learn, I had to learn that also, because when you fall in love with a man, you trust them, okay? So you leave your back there, you leave your personal affairs, and I had two boyfriends who did identity stealing from me. And my ex-husband also gave out my identity to criminals. I have proof of that. And these shits don't care that you have to go through that after. They know actually really well, and they do it deliberately because they give a shit about you and they never ever loved you, honey. And that is the reality. Because if a man can do that, that man never ever loved you, just lied about you. Lie about that they love you. And you believed. And there you have to do your journaling and shadow work. Why did you believe that man? Why did you let that man close to you? I'm talking to divine masculine also, because you do the same things with karmic woman. And karmic woman fuck you up like that. Ask yourself the question, why did I let that woman close to me? Why did I open myself to that woman when I saw the red flags? You have to find the answer for the why. You have to find the answer why you ignore the red flags. And when you do that, you can heal on that era, and in the next relationship, you won't make the same mistake. Do you understand? Because when you go out and date guys or women, I'm talking to divine feminine, divine masculine here, and you see the first red flag, you smile, you might do the dinner with them, but next day you won't pick up the phone. Or if you pick up the phone, you say, listen, I'm sorry, I met someone else. I wish you well, you find someone else, okay? But don't get involved. But you need to learn when you're empathic. You can't heal people. When you look for a life partner, a love relationship, never ever based on that they will heal with you. You will help them to heal. An empathic person should never, ever choose a partner that they think they can heal. An empathic person should go into a relationship to heal, not to heal, but to be with an equal person who is on the same level than she is, who is a majority healed. I can't say 100% healed because, let's be honest, there is no perfection on this earth. But at least on those areas healed that are essential to build a healthy relationship. So when you notice narcissistic traits, that is really a red flag. You can't build with a narcissistic person. But when you go out with a guy or a woman who's 85-95% healed, you see they doing their work and they don't have narcissistic trait, while there, maybe you can start something. But when you go out with a narcissistic shit and it's evident he or she is narcissistic, what the fuck are you waiting for? What the fuck? You spend more time with that person. Kick their fucking ass out if you let them into your house, or you don't even let the dating process go forward anymore. Do you understand? Put your spiritual and psychological filter up, and you need to learn to use this to be able to filter these people out. And I'm talking about experience. I'm not talking to you that it's never ever happened to me, because it did. Oh, they fucked me up so much. And that's how I learned it. I'm talking about this, that when you will be in the same situations than I was, you will remember my words. You will remember my words. So you might have to do only 1 or 2 toxic cycles instead of 10 or 5 or 6. Do you understand? Because not everybody can recognize this. Not everybody. And guess what? When you learn a lesson, when you're empathic and you learn a lesson about a narcissistic person, what will be your next relationship? Another narcissistic. And you know why? Not because God does not love you. Oh, no. It's not because universe hates you. No. Because universe and God and source wants to test you. Did you, divine feminine, divine masculine, learn your lesson? Can we send your true divine feminine, divine masculine in? Or you need more lessons? Because I'm telling you, if you don't learn your lesson, you will hurt your divine feminine and divine masculine. Do you understand? And universe loves that person as much as they love you. And they don't want you to hurt that person. So that's why universe will test you and send you another narcissistic person to date. And will test you. Do you recognize? Do you recognize the red flags? And it's not enough recognizing, but you have to close down straight away the dating process when you recognize it and send them away. And when you do that, you will be ready for the next relationship. Do you understand? When you fall in love with a second or third narcissistic person in your life, and you let that person in your house, let that person in your life, and you're serious about building a life with that person, and one day you realize you can't do this anymore. I remember he was all the time on his phone, all the time. Anyway, everything came down when I was cooking, and I realized, shit, I'm energy harvested, I'm exhausted. I can't advance with my spiritual growing, with my businesses, with my tarot reading. I couldn't advance with anything. I was blocked. I just was dropped that, yes, I went to work after I was exhausted because the energy harvest was so important he did on me. I didn't have energy even to do my job properly. So when I got home, I was so exhausted, and after physically hurt my knees. So for almost 4 months, I could not walk around properly. So I could not do the cleaning and everything properly. Do you think he helped me? No, nothing, just like my ex-husband. So after I had to sit down that I don't care how much I love this shitty asshole man, he is fucking narcissistic like my ex-husband. And he is fucking shit energy harvesting me, and I do not tolerate this anymore. So I kicked his ass out of my house and my life. And when you do that, you say, no, thank you. I don't even spend one more fucking day with you because all you do is ruining my life. Be careful with pervert narcissistic people because they talk a lot. Oh, I would never hurt you. I will help you. I will be on your side. Oh, you're so lucky to have me because from now, you won't have any problem. You will have 10,000 times more problem than you had before. I'm telling you, even if you stay alone, you will be happier than being with a narcissistic person like that. So I had to stand up on my feet, even that my knees were so painful, and say, no, add the question that I will do another fucking toxic shit cycle with a different man that is exactly like my husband. Ex-husband, pardon. No way I will redo the toxic cycle. So when you stand up like that and you kick his ass out of your life, Spirit will say, yes, that is what I was looking for. Finally, you stand up. Finally, you recognize the red flag. Finally, you don't go in a fucking relationship and suffer for 10 years, for 20 years, for 70 years, or whatever. You learn your lesson. You recognize. Oh, don't worry. Now I recognize it at the dating process. Because I already dated 3 guys. No, I went out for dinner and next day I called it off because I said no. And that is too familiar. I know this already. And when you do that, you are ready for the next step with your divine feminine, with your divine masculine. Do you understand? And this you can use in friendships and with your family members also. That I'm teaching about this, how to pull up a spiritual shield extremely strong and shut down certain chakras that you have when you feel a presence of a narcissistic person like that. If you would see what's going to happen in a spiritual realm when a narcissistic approach your aura, you would be shocked. Because it's like an octopus with a tentacle spiritually. They get attached to your heart chakra, your crown chakra, your sacral chakra, and they start sucking your chi energy off. That's happening. I mean, imagine that spiritually, okay? Because usually these people has attachment to entities who are capable to do that spiritually. That's why you feel so fucking empty after spending a whole afternoon with a narcissistic person. After that is another level, then you become a heyoke. A heyoke, there is different type of heyoke also. But there is one type of heyoke who destroy narcissistic people. And when you learn so much their nature that you can not manipulate them, but hold a mirror front of them. So when they communicate with you, when they talk to you, when they start waving their spider web around you, actually they do it around themselves. But when you are not professional of that, you should not play with it, because you can't beat a narcissistic unless you are very powerful heyoke or you are narcissistic. So this is the download I got, this feminine energy who is still struggling in this toxic connection. She knows it's wrong. She knows she has to get out, but she's not doing anything about it. She's trying to make it work. She's running after this man who's fucking other woman and still fighting other woman. Honey, it's not the woman you have to fight. As this fucking shit asshole man you have to fight. And not physically, but legally, psychologically, and spiritually. You have to wake up for that. And when you wake up, you will learn your own value, who you are. And that is not exactly the reality that this fucking narcissistic was washing your brain with. Because these narcissistic people wash your brain that you have no value. It's them who gives you their value. When in reality, they're taking your divine light away and they're shining with your light. And that will come out only when you get separated from them 100%. And when they don't have any more of your light. And they're empty and they're craving it. But they become most dangerous when it's happened. Well guys, I wish you well. I hope this video was useful.